Mermaid here, and welcome back to my channel where I bring you mermaid related content to help you live life so mermaid. And today I'm going to show you guys how to insert your Mahina monofin into your Shop Vancouver Mermaid tailskin. So the tailskin I am using is a tail that I recently completed for the lovely mermaid seamstress. Give you guys a quick gander. So I wanted to make sure I filmed this video while I still had a Mahina tailskin here, since I don't actually have a tailskin of my own for myself that I've ever made for the Mahina, because as you all know, the Mahina's not my favorite fin. But I do really enjoy making tails for it, and it is actually really easy to insert your Mahina into one of my tail skins. This is going to be similar for other mermaid tails as well, but it might not be comparable across the board because I know some tail makers use zippers, other tail makers have a different pocket system than I do. So obviously this is meant for one of my tail skins, but it might help you and give you some ideas. I'm also going to give you some of the please don't do tips. The please do and the please don't do. You know what I'm saying? Alright, so let's just dive right on into this and I will show you guys how it's done. Alright, so first things first, monofin, okay? So this is the adult size, and here is your tail skin. So you want to make sure you have the top, whatever the front is going to be, as well as the top of your monofin. You're going to throw it back like so. And then you're going to really awkwardly on the floor, because I don't have a bigger space to film this. What you're going to do is you're going to take your monofin and you're going to fold it almost, well, completely in half. And you're going to take it and you're going to insert it into the monofin pocket, which is right in the middle of the tail. So you're going to gently, for the love of all that is good in this world, gently, please, please be gentle. Love your mermaid tails like I love your mermaid tails, please. All the way in. And try and get it up as high as you can into the ankles, even higher than you think maybe it's supposed to go, just to start, because you can always shimmy it down afterwards. So I'm gently pulling. Don't rip and tug on your mermaid tails. I can't stress that enough. The number of people I see who actually do yank on their tails kind of breaks my heart. Like, I reinforce them, but please be gentle, you know? Just a little bit, like, you can pull on it, but just don't, you know, we're not hanging off of Mount Everest here. Okay, so now that it's all the way in, you can see how that looks like when it's all the way in. Okay, that's what it looks like. Now you can let it go, and it'll just kind of sit there like that, because the Mahina is actually, this is probably my favorite part of the Mahina, if there was anything, is that it just will stay like that. It's good. You're gonna take your hand like this, you're gonna grab this part, so you're holding it like, kind of like you're gonna shovel something. You're gonna hold it like this. You're gonna feed it right up into the corner, okay? And be very gentle when you're doing this again. I'm looking over here, so hopefully you're able to see this on the camera. Try not to let it poke through too much, just like so. It's just like putting a fitted sheet or your quilt cover back on your bed, okay? Like so. Now you do the other side. At this point, the Mahina is gonna flop open, or it usually does. My Mahina's just, it's having a mellow day, guys. And you're gonna feed the same thing, just like you did on the other side, but more or less in reverse. And then you grab it, and then feed the rest of it down. Now, at this point, my Mahina might be fed up a little bit too high, and then you just pull it down, just like that. Okay, so now you can see, well, it's not lined up nicely. Courtney, what the heck is this? What a shoddy workmanship. Well, that's not it. Look, see, the seam's not even in the middle. The Mahina is so thick, you wanna make sure that the seam sits in the middle, okay? Because that's how I designed it, and that's how it's gonna look the absolute best. Now what you see me doing here, on the inside is the seam, okay? The seam is about this thick. So what you wanna do is you wanna fold it to one side. Now I always fold it down and back. I find that that works the best for me. And I do the exact same thing on my Luna. I'm gonna make a secondary video to show you the Luna as well as the Linden. And just like that, she feeds, and it takes some doing, so I recommend doing this before you get to the pool if you're able to. And just like that, now it's perfect. See how nice that sits on that side? Now you do the same thing to the other side. Make sure you shimmy that guy up all the way down. This side is obviously being a lot more cooperative than the other side was. And there she is. Now, The last bit, you just shimmy it, fold her down nicely, and there she is. And that is how you do it. You want to have the seam as nice in the middle as you can possibly get it, and it'll fit just like a glove because that's how I designed it. Again, it's a little hard to tell, but the seam does fold in nicely on the other side. I'm sorry that my camera's having trouble focusing for whatever reason. And there you go. So that's what the pocket looks like when you get it from here to here. The reason I don't make it bigger than that is because you don't want a big hole in the middle of your tail. Okay, so that's, you know, when you're flopping around, but you do want still adequate drainage to come through. And that is, that's how you do it. All right, guys, I hope you found that a little bit helpful. If you have any questions or want any clarification, please feel free to leave me a comment down in the comment section down below. I'm going to be doing, as I said, I'll be doing one for the Linden as well as one for the Luna. And I don't think, is there anybody else on my list? As I make other tail skins, I'll add to it, but hopefully that gives you a bit of an idea. Some of the things you really need to pay attention to: don't rip and pull on your tail as best as you can. Like, yes, sometimes, you know, you're trying to be quick and efficient, but I tell you, when I see people pull the thing, like, I could actually die. Like, a little piece of my soul dies every time I see somebody grab the tail skin and rip it off. It's just like, oh, make it stop. Please make it stop. All right, so be sure to stay tuned for part 2, which is gonna be the how to take your monofin out of your mermaid tail, which is probably more important because honestly, that's the one where I see people rip and tear the most. So if you liked today's video, please feel free to give it a big thumbs up, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button to join the pod and the bell notification as well so you never miss an upload. And otherwise, I wanna say a huge thank you to you guys for all the support you've been giving me and all of my mermaid tail making adventures and all of my work here on YouTube. I really appreciate it, you guys. You are awesome. And if you don't want to say goodbye just yet, be sure to swim on over to patreonpod.com, our extended pod community. For as little as $1 a month, you gain access to our private Discord community chat, our monthly private live stream, the behind the scenes feed, the monthly tail coloring challenge, which is awesome and so much fun. January was so awesome. I'm so happy. Thank you so much to everyone who participated. And yeah. Other than that, thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you all in my next video. Happy swimming! Bye!